Hey everyone, Jake here with Patriot Docks. In this video, I'll walk you through the assembly of your Patriot Docks Gangway. Whether you're putting together an 8-foot or 16-foot model, this step-by-step guide will help you get it assembled quickly, correctly, and ready for the water. Before getting started, make sure you have the right tools on hand. A cordless drill, a rubber mallet, Phillips screwdriver, and a set of wrenches or sockets in 9/16, 5/8, and 23/32 sizes. We also recommend wearing work gloves for safety. Step 1. Frame assembly. For the 8-foot gangway, start by assembling a single 4x8 low-profile frame. For the 16-foot gangway, you'll assemble two 4x4 frames and one 4x8 frame. The 4-foot low-profile frames go together similar to the 8-foot version. For a detailed look, watch Matt demonstrate how the low-profile frames are assembled.
Alright, so we have laid out each of the frame components in the order in which they'll go. So there will be a quantity of 2 of the side rails, 2 of the stringer tubes, 1 center rail, and 2 end rails. One thing to note with the end rails, on one side there's a single hole that is not on the outside. You want the single hole will be used for mounting a float, so you want that face inward. Then you've got the 7s on each corner. You've got the 5s running down the center, and there will only be 4 5s. So 5, 5, 5, 5. And there will be 2 6s connecting the center tube to the side tubes. 1, 2. So there will not be a corner bracket, or there will not be a bracket on each corner.
Step 2. Connecting frames for the 16-foot gangways. If you're assembling the 16-foot gangway as shown in this video, you'll be connecting 2 4x4 frames to each end of the 4x8 center frame using the included 4-inch bolt kits. Start by inserting the low-profile splice tubes into each end of the 4x8 frame's side rails. These splice tubes will share assembly bolts with the low-profile frames. Before joining everything together, remove the frame assembly hardware from the 4-foot connecting ends. Then align and connect all the frames to create your full 16-foot gangway layout. Secure each 4-foot end using the provided 4-inch bolt kits. Note that the center angles will share one 4-inch bolt kit. Once aligned, firmly tighten all 4-inch bolts. Step 3. Mounting post brackets. Next, install the low-profile post brackets onto the side tubes of each frame using the existing frame assembly hardware. For the 8-foot gangway, you'll mount 2 post brackets on each side, one at each end of the side tube. For the 16-foot gangway, you'll mount 4 post brackets on each side. Refer to the diagram in your instructions for correct placement on the 16-foot layout. Once all post brackets are in position, go ahead and tighten all bolts securely. Step 4. Transition plate. For 16-foot gangway assemblies only, attach the transition plate, part T8, to the bottom of the low-profile side rails, labeled L1 and R1. At the seam where the frames connect, align transition plate so that the seam is centered on the plate, and make sure it sits flush with the outside edge of the gangway frame assembly. Secure the plate using the included self-tapping screws. Fasten them in with the pre-drilled 1/4 inch holes located along the outside of the transition plate. Step 5. Handrail assembly. Next, assemble the handrails. Begin by attaching the horizontal bracket to each handrail vertical. Make sure the horizontal pinch bolt is facing downward, then lightly tighten the vertical pinch bolt so that the bracket sits roughly midway up the vertical. Repeat this process for all handrail verticals. Once assembled, secure each handrail vertical with its attached bracket into the low-profile post brackets. Position each vertical so that the top pinch bolt faces towards the center of the gangway. Adjust the height to your preference and hand tighten the post bracket pinch bolts for now. Starting in the center, slide the handrail horizontals through the upper brackets on the 2 center handrail verticals. The horizontal pipes should butt together inside the bracket connections for the 16-foot gangway. Then slide the lower handrail horizontals through the lower brackets. Keep in mind, the handrail horizontals for the 16-foot gangway come in 2 different sizes. The 44-inch horizontals are for the 4-foot frame sides, where low-profile post brackets are mounted. Use a level and a tape measure to make sure both sides are straight and even. Once all handrail horizontals are in place, firmly tighten all pinch bolts on the handrail assemblies and post brackets. Finally, install the post caps onto the open ends of the horizontal pipes. Step 6. Gangway roller installation. If your setup includes gangway rollers, now is the time to install them. The rollers mount to the dock end of the gangway and are designed to rest on top of your floating dock surface. This setup allows the gangway to move naturally with changing water levels while evenly distributing the load between the gangway and the dock. To attach the rollers, use the same M10x60 bolts that secure the end tube of the dock side of the gangway, as shown in your instructions. Once the rollers are in place, your gangway is ready to be paired with your dock. Make sure that all bolts are tight and secure. We recommend having 2 or 3 people to safely carry out this step. Step 7. Decking installation. Now it's time to install the decking panels. Your gangway may include cedar, poly, or aluminum decking. If you're installing aluminum decking, start by applying the included cork roll to the sides of your stringer tubes of the frame. For poly or cedar decking, no cork is required. Lay each decking panel onto the frame and press it down firmly. Then, rotate the deck lockers until the tabs lock under the frame, securing each panel in place. For more information on assembling poly or aluminum panels, check out our separate assembly videos. Step 8. Hinge kit installation. Next, if you purchased a hinge connection instead of gangway rollers, install the hinge kit to connect your gangway. Begin by attaching the hinge brackets to one end of the gangway frame using the provided M10x60mm bolts and nuts. Then, mount the opposite side of hinge brackets to your dock or shore connection point. Once both sides are in place, align the brackets, slide the hinge rod through, and secure it using M6x30mm hardware. A rubber mallet can help with alignment if needed. If you'd like to hinge on both ends of your gangway, additional hinge kits are available for purchase. Step 9. Final touches. With the rollers or hinge installed, your gangway is ready to use. Take a moment to double check that all bolts and nuts are tightened and that your decking and handrails are secure. Your Patriot Docks Gangway is now fully assembled, built for strength, reliability, and a seamless connection between your dock and the shore. For more product information, replacement parts, and accessories, visit patriotdocks.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time out on the water.